Welcome to Zaiqa-e-Ramzan, second year at pillar number 47. Bigger and better now with an additional location at the Khilwat ground opposite Chowmolla, the old city Charminar. We have been able to kind of come back to the people of Hyderabad with much the same menu with addition that have been made by Chef Pradeep Khosla. So Chef, what have you done this year in addition to what people liked last year?
We have approached many houses. We went to old the Nawabs and the other people who are from Hyderabad. We visited them, we tried their food at their houses, requested them to tell us some old recipes. And taking cue from there, we made some new additions to the menu this time. We have created 6 or 7 new dishes in addition to the fast moving items of last year. Those items have been retained because they were very popular and they were on demand, and people were asking me all throughout the year, when are you coming back again with those items? So they are back again with a bang. And we have introduced these new items which have also been pretty well appreciated by the people. These items are from the old houses and we have picked up recipes from there and we have tweaked them to today's taste.
Great. And the desserts are also in great demand. The Hyderabadi desserts, the kheer puri seems to be perpetually out of stock here.
Absolutely.
What's the secret?
The thing is that kheer puri is made in different houses in very different forms. Some make it soft, some make it crisp. We picked it up from Nawab Shah Alam Khan Saab's house, which was a beauty, which was very nice and crisp. And it had 2 different fillings of coconut and dates. So we went in for that, along with the kheer, which we picked up the recipe again from his house. And it is outstanding.
Amazing, amazing. And the double ka meetha and the khubani ka meetha, all-time favorites are
always
also
been
there.
our all-time favorites. And khubani ka meetha, the caramelized one, the latest addition to the Hyderabadi cuisine, is wonders.
Excellent. And the all-time favorites, the talawa gosht, which people relish it.
The talawa gosht, the lamb chops.
And the pathar ka gosht, of course, has been a hot favorite.
Asif Jai has been a new addition.
Asif
Jai and the aloo gosht korma has been a new addition. The Paiga chicken has been a new addition.
What is the Paiga chicken? I mean,
the Paiga chicken is a drier version of, how do I put it? It's a variation of a murg makhani of North India. Without the sugars, it's a tangy chicken, aromatized with coriander, green chilies and mint, and cooked in a tomato gravy with tandoori chicken pieces. You can shred those pieces, you can have chicken tikka, and it's cooked on a tawa and it's dried. So it's a nice, sharp, tangy dish which has been very well appreciated.
You seem to be experimenting with the makhanwala quite a bit. Last year you came out with the Safed Murg makhanwala. So what's the
Paiga
secret?
is a traditional recipe, sir. The Paiga is a traditional recipe which was, I have called it the Paiga Murg because it came from the Paiga's family, but they called it Timatri Murg. But since I wanted the city to know that it is from the Paiga family, I have called it as the Murg Paiga.
And what's the secret that why do people keep coming here in droves with the families year in and year out?
I would say that 2-3 things. Of course, food being the backbone of everything. Food does bring in people. The aromas, the charm. Of course, the season and the festive season also plays a very big role. People do come in because of the season and they come in for food walks when they come with their families. Also, the quality of food, the quality of ingredients used and the standardization which we had maintained last time and we are retaining this time is what is pulling people back.
So that is the reason why people find absolutely the same taste.
So that is the reason we all go to restaurants, because we like a particular dish in a particular restaurant.
Absolutely. And of course the hygiene and the cleanliness.
Absolutely clean, sir. We are maintaining
family friendly atmosphere.
Absolutely, sir. We are maintaining total cleanliness. We are having people constantly cleaning the place. We are using detergents. We are using pesticides with water based so that there are no flies and there's nothing. And as you see, it's a very congenial place for all families and children and ladies to be here.
Great.
That's the all-time favorite Pathar Gosht. Picatas of lamb, marinated overnight and cooked on the stone. The charcoal heats the stone and you also get the aromas from the stone along with the spices. So
is there any particular meat or the breed of lamb that you choose to kind of make this picatas
So
from?
the Ramzan time is a special time, so the lamb which is used here are potlas.
Okay.
Potla being the speciality of lamb which are The young ones which give me a good quality of meat and they have a lot of muscle.
The
And
tender.
it's tender and they're male.
Okay.
So we go in for male goats and we use the tender meat and we take out the picatas from the leg.
Okay.
So this is only leg which has been shredded, which has been sliced and which is being cooked on the stone.
So the world knew about Pathar Ka Gosht, but last year you introduced Pathar Ka Murg as well.
Absolutely. The Pathar Ka Murg was...
It seems to be sold out.
no, I have them. I'm not making it because it dries up.
Okay.
It hardly takes me any time to cook it
Okay.
because of the heat on the stone.
Okay.
So I would do it as and when the order comes. The Pathar Murg was for those people because red meat is these days getting off the menu and people are not much going in for red meat. To give them a flavor of the stone meat, I created the Pathar Murg.
Is this some special kind of a stone, or is it something that one gets it normally?
This is a special stone. Initially the stone was only available in Karachi
Okay.
and then it came in here.
Okay.
And now this stone is being brought there. It's a very expensive stone and it's a porous stone.
Okay.
It soaks in the juices, it retains the heat, it throws the smoke out again, giving you the aroma from the stone also.
Okay. Excellent. And most of them like to eat this with a paratha or a naan or a tandoori roti. How do you eat this?
It can go straight or with a paratha or as a roll.
Okay.
It's a kebab.
Okay.
It can be an accompaniment, it can be a main course.
Great. Shall we go on to the next? So this is of course the traditional kebabs.
Yes, the Sikh kebabs and the Banjara kebabs.
Okay. And
The Banjara kebabs were of two types in Hyderabad. There were the Banjaras who would make it with curry patta and green. And then there were the Banjaras who would do it with the chilies. We have done this time with the chilies.
so this is the red one, is
This
it?
is the red chili one.
So these are chicken and lamb.
That's lamb.
Lamb. And this is of course the famous Hyderabad house biryani.
Biryani.
And so you get all kinds of biryani where I see people eating with a huge, almost like a mound or mountain of rice, and you barely find meat inside. So what is the right way of biryani to be consumed? I mean, how it is traditionally consumed in people's home? I mean, in Hyderabad.
So biryani has been of different forms all over the country. Actually, it came in with the Persians, it came to North India and it came to Hyderabad. The difference was between the pakki biryani and the kachi biryani which we do. It's a combination of mutton and rice, but the mutton should be double the quantity of rice. So that you
Okay,
have
so 1 kilo of rice and 2
2
kilos,
kilos
of
of
meat.
mutton.
Okay.
That
so-
is the right way to do it.
Okay.
But with the cost of meats going up, everybody has started cutting down on that.
Okay.
Hence you see a sale of chicken biryani more than the mutton biryani these
Okay.
days.
Okay. So you still cook the traditional way in Hyderabad house?
Absolutely the traditional way without any change. The same size of mutton is used and the same process is followed.
Okay.
There is no difference in the process.
And the rice is of course the best quality.
It's the best quality rice.
Basmati.
It's the best quality rice, including the saffron and the other things. Saffron is imported, not imported, it's got from a friend of mine who's in Kashmir and he's got his own gardens.
Okay.
So I know that there is nothing else mixed into that.
Yes, of course. Adulteration is quite a.
The ghee comes from Nawab Saab's farm and I know that there is no adulteration in that. So I do not take any chances. I don't mind paying a little extra as long as I get the pure stuff.
Excellent. What do we have here?
That's the Paya Shorba.
Okay. And shorba is just a soup kind of a thing, or you can consume it along with rotis, or
Sir, it's a soup.
is
Basically,
it
it's a
different
soup.
than the nihari? I mean,
Nihari is different. Nihari is a combination of meats which are there in the broth. This is only broth with paya. Now this can be had as a soup. You can break the bread and put into it and eat with that. You can dry it and put dahi on top and have dahi wale paya.
okay.
But this is basically a soup in which you can break a bread and soak it and eat. You can use a dil naan, a tara roti, chand roti, or you can have regular naan.
And what do you have here? It's fish fry and butter fry.
And Lahori murg. That's the fish fry. That's the fish fry. We are using a whole fish, which is a portion size.
Okay.
It's been marinated, and after frying, we are sharpening it up with lemon and some spices, which are our own spices, which we have done to give it an enhanced flavor.
Great, excellent. So, and then of course we have the
Desserts.
great dessert there. How many dishes you have totally here?
I have a total of about 24 dishes, 25 dishes, including the desserts.
Are you planning to kind of keep changing, adding, or what are
The
your
first
plans?
add-on is going to come on Thursday,
Okay,
before the weekend.
okay.
And then
That's a surprise, right?
That's a surprise, actually. I would not like to announce that.
Okay.
But yes, it's going to come at both the places, at Khilwat and at this place. And my plan is to introduce every Thursday new two or three items new, so that the charm goes on.
Okay, great. We have the khubani ka meetha here, and the kheer puri, and of course the double ka meetha. These are all traditional Hyderabadi desserts, and typically you see them at weddings and at festivals and things like that. There are a lot of ways people consume khubani ka meetha, and most of the traditional people here try and want to eat a sabit kubanis in their kubani ka meetha. What is the difference between a sabit and the shredded one? Is there something?
So, khubani was never a Hyderabadi dish. It came in when the last Nizam got married to the Persian queen, and she brought her cooks. That's when this came in. So it's the latest addition to the desserts. She came in and she brought in the actual way, which was more dark in color. Some were whole, some were smashed, and they had those broken almonds on top from the same apricots. That was the traditional way, and she would top it up with cream. That is how it had come in. The Nizam Huzur himself liked the whole khubani,
Okay.
and the chefs changed it for whole.
Okay.
It retained that way, but both the versions are used at different places.
Jalebi. One more dish that you had introduced this season, which is Rampuri Namdar Sina. Could you tell us something about what it is?
Sina is the particular cut of lamb which we have used. This was done by the Nawab of Rampur, and it had been brought to Hyderabad for the Nizam. And we have picked up from there is saffron and milk cooked lamb Sina, which is then cooked on the griddle.
Saffron and milk.
Saffron and milk cooked Sina,
Okay.
and then cooked on the griddle. Yes,
So it is cooked in saffron and milk,
Yes.
and then put on the grill.
yes.
Great.
That's the sabit mur. It's a whole chicken which has been cooked, and then there's the gravy, and the chicken is cooked in the gravy, heated. It can be served whole, but since there are people who come one and singles and doubles, then we cut it and we serve it to them as per their requirement. But it is a sabut murg which is supposed to be served. It is a Hyderabadi variation of the murg masala. Looks good. It looks good. The aromas are good. I wish you could capture the aromas in this.
So here we have the gurda, keema, kaleji. They are again the kotla lamb, the best of the meat that has been chosen, and I think you're also conscious about the age of the lamb and the weight of the lamb as well.
No lamb is more than 8 to 10 kg. They are young carcasses.
Young carcasses.
Young
okay.
carcasses.
Okay. So that is where the meat is
My
all
man
tender.
goes personally and checks the carcasses, approves them, then they are bought, then they are slaughtered to the slaughterhouse and brought to me.
Okay, excellent. And then you have, I see that you have a central kitchen somewhere, or you
I have
kind
a
of
central kitchen which is about 6 kilometers from here. It's a 6,000 square foot kitchen, which is a centralized kitchen, which is air conditioned. I have walk-in coolers, I have deep freezers. It's a very hygienic kitchen which is based on all HACCP standards, and that is where we do all our processing, and we send it here.
Okay, and then you kind of send the.
Yes, we have vans with, and stainless steel containers in which everything is transported here on a daily basis.
Okay, excellent. And of course, this is the Baida roti. This is you see more of this Baida roti in Bombay and Delhi. I mean, you don't see so much here in Hyderabad. So this is something that you kind of picked it up from.
I thought before Muhammad Ali Road closes down giving Baza paratha, let me get it here and introduce it in Hyderabad and show it to them. Yes, it is raw egg which is filled in the paratha. If you want keema, we can sprinkle some keema. If you want some gurda, we can put gurda, kaleji, whatever you want. And then roll it and fry it. This is a very famous Muhammad Ali Road,
Bombay.
Bombay.
Budget area.
Yes. And a Ramzan speciality.
Okay. So what is there for the vegetarians here in your?
I have a dosa.
Oh, okay, excellent. And are you going to be kind of making some of those stuffed parathas?
Sir, we have parathas.
Okay.
We have a tandoor. We have naan, lachha, kulchas and parathas.
Okay.
From the tandoor and tawa parathas. And maybe in the coming future I will introduce some more parathas which will be from the tawa but which will be stuffed. And get into kulchas from the tandoor.
So this is a consolation counter for the vegetarians, is
I
it?
don't want them to go without eating anything and having jalebis. So I want to give them at least a dosa.
एक मानो से plain dosa मारो से. So I saw last year a lot of people came in to celebrate their birthdays. People came in to celebrate the success of the films. Some film actors noted.
The entire team of Bahubali was here with me last year. And I had many people celebrating their birthdays. They came in with cakes and they had wonderful time here.
Okay.
And we all joined in the fun, celebrating their birthdays with them.
Okay, so it's a great festive place.
It's a festive
for
place.
families and friends to come together
Absolutely,
and
sir.
share this, wonderful festive time of Ramadan.
We feel it's our family which has come here and we are happy to have them with us.
And I also see that people of all stratas of society have come in and don't feel intimidated.
It's a cut across. It's a cut across. You'll find a Jaguar parked there and an auto parked there and both having food inside.
Absolutely. So this is the wonderful ambience that has been created here, wherein families are coming together, friends are bringing their friends and having a good time, and people from different walks of life are coming in. I see a whole lot of business people coming in. I see auto drivers coming in, and they all share the same in a food court, enjoy the same food. And I think this has got something to do with the festival of Ramadan. This is the spirit of Ramadan as well, that it breaks into the class barriers, and people are in a sort of a very brotherly, born homey kind of a
Class
spirit.
barrier, culture barrier, everything.
Well, I mean, we have some more announcements to make at the end of this festival. Hopefully, we might have some news for you.
So we don't have to wait for another 1 year to taste.
Not really, but in a different format. This is a different format. This is more of a food court format, but we will try and introduce something similar, something different perhaps. And I think Khosla Sahab will make it.
I've already worked it out and I will invite you and I'll call you over when I'm ready with it. It should be very soon, inshallah.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much, sir. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.